On the previous class, we have discussed about Workdocs, right? So I even we launched the Workdocs, but we don't have the time to see that output of that. So let us see the output of that. Let me log into the console. So I'll directly go to Workdocs. We can find that Workdocs under this business productivity. So Workdocs is for file sharing, and also we can maintain the versioning with the help of this Workdocs. Guys, what area we choose on the previous class? Is it Singapore? No, it's not Singapore. Virginia, maybe. Yeah, in Virginia we have launched the Workdocs. So this is the URL of Workdocs. I said you we can authenticate into Workdocs through our web console. I mean, if you had a browser, from the browser you can type that site URL and you can provide your username and password. While creating, we provided my email ID and some X password. And also you can install Workdocs software to your system, and you can make one of the folder in your system as a clone repository to that Workdocs, so that whatever you keep on that particular folder will automatically get synchronized to the Workdocs storage. And also you can install an app into your mobile. From there you can see what are in the Workdocs, in the cloud storage of the Workdocs, and a replication. It provides the data replication to you all the devices, whether it is mobile or laptop or if tablet. So first let me log into this URL, the Workdocs storage, through browser. So you have to remember this website. HTTPS is to / and test case 44 is the Workdocs name we have given, and awsapps.com is common for that. So here he is asking the username. Password, what I given. Yes, I logged into that. So here, this is the web console UI part of the Workdocs. Here he is saying if you want to upload any files, you can click on this here upload button and you can upload the files. If you want to share that whatever the document you have uploaded, you can open the document. After that, you can share the document by clicking on the right side, and you can share it with other users. I mean, not, for this, the other users means it is not the IAM users. The other users means those users that are in our Active Directory. So you can create a users from here also, through this Workdocs, because you are the administrator for this Workdocs, and your Workdocs is integrated with directory services of AWS on the back end. Next, even you can open the document and you can comment particular sentence or line or word with other people or other users of your Active Directory. If you want to create users or invite new users, you can do it from this admin console. Here it is. Okay. This is right now I don't have any documents. What I do, let me upload one small document. So let us assume I want to upload a small document. Okay. So it is uploaded and the size is so and so. I can open the document. And for every change that you perform on the document, it maintains a versioning. Okay. This is what the document. And for example, if I want to modify some changes or if I want to share something, this matter, I can add a comment on this. Okay. So I added some comment. So I can even share these things with other people if I had other users. Like ఏంటి అంటే ఇలా కామెంట్ చేసి ప్లీజ్ మాడిఫై ఇదే కోడ్ అనుకోండి modify this area to and suggestions like that you can comment it and you can share it with other users the particular document and it is maintaining the version 1. If I post this, then there is a second change occurred on that, right? uh, if you want to share with other people, share. Whom do you want to share with? If you had a users, you can search them and you can share with them. Right now I don't have any users. If you want to create users, you can create the users from this administrator console. So similarly, if some documents are shared with you by other people or with other users, those documents can be seen in this for a subfolder shared with me. If somebody shared their documents with you, you can see it. So if somebody wants to comment, if somebody expecting some comments from you on the particular document what they have shared with you or something comments written మన ఇందాక కామెంట్ రాసాం కదా అలాంటి కామెంట్స్ ని మళ్ళీ మీ నుంచి ఏదో రిప్లై కోరుకోవాలనుకున్నారు అలాంటివి you can see here and the deleted everything can be in recycle bin and this is your profile or photo and everything time zone and everything. This is your storage. By default he has given you 1024 GB of storage. If you want to increase, you can increase it. And from here I said you can create users. I can create another user if I want. So like that, invite users, provide the email address of the user. That's it. Here you will create the user, but every user you'll create, he'll charge you $7 per user. Okay. 1 monthకి $7 ఛార్జ్ చేస్తారండి ప్రతి యూజర్కి. And install sync clients. This is the softwares. If you want to download some software to your PC and if you want to install, if you want to manage this Workdocs from that software, you can download. If it is Windows or Mac, it doesn't support on Linux, so I downloaded. If you wanted to access anywhere from your mobile, there is a Google app for you, or Apple app, or Amazon.com. So let me install the software. So this is all. It's asking for installation pop-up. Yes, install. As I said you, with the help of this software, after installing into your laptop, you can make one of the folder as a workspace for that particular storage of Workdocs. So whatever you, right now we uploaded some file into that reference, file upload చేసాం కదండి. So whatever in the cloud storage will be replicated into your local folder system, your system's local folder that you make as a replication to that particular Workdocs account. Okay, get started. Now here is asking what is your account name. What is my account name? Test case 44. Test case 44. He's validating on the backend. No, there is an account called test case 44. Please provide your credentials. So which folder you wanted to replicate from your PC with Workdocs? And you wanted to synchronize, or you wanted to keep the synced files between the cloud storage of Workdocs and your PC folder. He is suggesting you to go with C users Karthik Workdocs and a folder create చేసి ఆ folder పెట్టండి అని లేదా వేరేది కావాలంటే వేరేది కూడా పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. I'll go with this only. Okay, C users Karthik Workdocs. So here is asking what you wanted to synchronize all files and folders from Workdocs. Yes. Now let me go to C users Karthik Workdocs. Here is that folder. See, automatically ఇక్కడ reference second వచ్చేసింది file. Let us assume I wanted to upload something. I wanted to add another new file, Airtel test, to that particular workspace. So I added here. Okay, what I'll do, 1 KB file. Go to my documents. Still it is uploading. New document uploaded. Upload no. Uploaded. Just uploaded now. Okay, then why it is not showing here? It has to show, right? It is okay. Yes, it is uploaded. అంటే ఏంటి అంటే లెటర్స్ అస్యూమ్ మీకు ఒక 2-3 కంప్యూటర్స్ ఉన్నాయండి. You do work from home, you do work from your office system, and you do work from your office laptop. Let us assume you started building up your work document at your home. ఒక 20% అయిపోయింది. ఆ డాక్యుమెంట్ ని ఫోల్డర్ లో పెట్టేసేయండి. Rather than copying it to your pen drive and carrying it with you to your office. Office లో కూడా సేమ్ ఇన్స్టాల్ ద సాఫ్ట్వేర్ అండ్ మేక్ వన్ ఫోల్డర్ సింక్రనస్. అక్కడికి వెళ్ళి ఓపెన్ చేసి కంటిన్యూ చేసుకోవచ్చు మీ వర్క్. Like that you can share the same document through multiple machines, and you can complete your work, and after completing your work you can share that particular document with other users of your Active Directory. You can maintain the versioning. Let us assume I want to delete this reference check. Okay, reference check, delete. I deleted here. So రీసైకిల్ లోకి వెళ్ళింది. ఇక్కడ ఓపెన్ చేసి చూస్తే రిఫ్రెష్. Give it some time. Deleted now. Okay, ఇక్కడ delete అయిపోయింది. For each delete also it maintains one version. So ఒక ఫోల్డర్ పెడితే వర్షన్ మెయింటైన్ అయ్యేది. ఫైల్ ఫర్ let us assume unfortunately unmistakably మీ సిస్టంలో ఫైల్ delete చేశారు. If you want to gain that particular file, మీ సిస్టమ్ క్రాష్ అయిపోయినాయి కదా, ఇక్కడ delete లో ఉంటుంది. From here you can get that file. Okay, this is what all about Workdocs. Any doubts on this Workdocs topic, guys? No doubts. Okay. Next topic, what we left with for discussion is OpsWorks. So what is OpsWorks? OpsWorks is a configuration management tool that AWS is using for managing deployments, for managing the complete stack, for building up this cloud formation, for calling the cloud formation service of AWS, and building up the stack, building up different kind of environments. Under the environments we can build this layers, application layer, web layer, database layer. Under the layer we can spin up the instances, and also after spinning up the instances with the help of OpsWorks you can install the packages or softwares on that particular instances, and you can also from the OpsWorks you can call the code deploy and code pipeline services of AWS, and you can perform the deployment of your code or product on whatever the instances or the environment that you created on CloudFormation. So on the back end of OpsWorks, he is using a tool called Chef, C-H-E-F. Chef. Chef is a configuration management tool that helps us to manage the infrastructure, manage the servers, infrastructure and servers and also it helps us to perform the actions like installing, configuring and deploying and playing with the services, playing ante performing actions on the services that are already installed on the servers like start, stop, terminate. So everything with the help of this Chef, whatever the actions I said, you can perform automatically with the help of script. So in this OpsWorks, you write a script. If you run that particular script, so it will call the other services of AWS and it will perform the actions. నేను చెప్పింది మీకు ఏమైనా అర్థమైందా? Are you clear with what I said? Guys, so let me explain you in a diagrammatical form what did I say. Just be on hold. Let me power on this bamboo pad. If you are talking about AWS OpsWorks, OpsWorks is an configuration management tool. So what is this configuration management tool? ఆ పేరులోనే ఉంది. So with the help of these configurations, it can manage the resources or whatever. So here you write the scripts. With the help of the scripts, you will manage what infrastructure. To what level? Ante you can spin up the instances. You can install packages on that instances. You can configure the packages whatever that you installed, and you can perform the actions on the packages like stop, start, reboot or whatever it is. So not only you can play with this infrastructure, you can also with the help of the scripts of OpsWorks, you can also call the other services of AWS like code deploy or code pipeline. Not only by calling the services, you can also make with the scripts not only calling but also you can make these services to perform actions like building the code, building the build file, and pushing that build file on the infrastructure that you created with the help of the scripts. So everything from scratch, you can set up the VPC, you can create a network with the help of the scripts on this OpsWorks, and you can divide that network into subnets. You can create environments on that network. You can add instances to that environments. You can install the packages on that instances. You can perform the builds and you can deploy the builds. Everything can be possible with the help of this OpsWorks. That's the reason we call it as configuration management tool. So on the back end, this AWS guy is అంటే మార్కెట్లో చాలా ఉన్నాయండి. There are a lot of softwares that are available in the market for this CM process. Ansible, let me name it out for you. Some of the softwares. I'll name some of the softwares that are available in the market for doing this configuration management. Puppet, Docker, Chef, even Salt also. So here this guy, this AWS brilliant guy has chosen Chef software and he installed on his data centers physical racks, and he changed the UI, GUI, graphical user interface. He customized the GUI part of this OpsWorks, so this Chef, and he given that service to us as operations work. So a GUI ఎలా ఉంటుంది కార్తిక్? How the GUI looks? Let us see. You can find this service under the subcategory of management tools. Here it is, OpsWorks. Automate operations with Chef. Make sure that before you enter into every service and in which region you are dealing with. So this OpsWorks, he is telling us it is global, because let us assume you wanted to create a stack, and that stack లో ఎలా ఉండాలంటే ఒక వెబ్ సర్వర్ వచ్చేసి సింగపూర్ లో ఉండాలి, ఇంకో వెబ్ సర్వర్ వచ్చేసి you wanted to keep that with other region, Mumbai, as a failover cases. Madhu, can you please mute your mic? Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second. Can you just repeat from instances, spinning up instances actually? So my power went down and I was just 5 minutes delayed actually. From just latency, I mean from spinning up those instances from the OpsWorks. Just you have drawn the diagram, right?
Yes.
Can you just recap that 5-minute session?
Okay, no problem.
Yep, thanks.
With the help of this OpsWorks service, let me choose a different color for this. I'll go with red. So with the help of this OpsWorks service, the service is related to configuration management. So on the back end, AWS is using Chef for this OpsWorks. So with the help of this OpsWorks, what we can do is he will write scripts on this OpsWorks and with the help of scripts he'll run that scripts. Scripts lo what kind of actions he'll write on that scripts are like, he write these scripts to manage the infrastructure, to manage the infrastructure, he write the script, what kind of what kind of actions he can perform with infrastructure is like, he can spinning up the instances and installing the packages on that instances, configuring the uh, uh, configuration files of that instances, or also he can play with the services daemons, package daemons like start, stop, reboot, terminate, this kind of delete. Even he can play with the services of that instances. And also, apart from this playing with resources, even by calling the scripts, he can also perform the other action called other services of AWS like code deploy, code pipeline, and he can also make from the scripts, not only calling the other services of AWS, he can make the other services after calling to perform the actions. Like for example, let us take in this scenario code deploy. He can call the code deploy service, and he can make the code deploy service to make a build and push that build on to this environments or onto the instances that he created from his scripts. అంటే with the help of configuration management tool, to how much extent we can go, to how much uh, broad we can go is, you can set up a VPC, you can build the entire architect, entire stack, entire blueprint from scratch. You can create lands, you can Guys, can you now hear me? Yes, very good. So, uh, so where are we? We are at talking about this OpsWork. So, OpsWork is an software or service that is provided by AWS for performing configuration management operations. So on the market there are others tools or softwares that are available to perform this ops work. Those are Chef, Ansible, Puppet, Docker, etc. But this AWS guy has chosen to go with Chef. So what he did on his data centers, he launched a big servers and he installed that OpsWorks, he installed the Chef, not OpsWorks. He installed the Chef software on that servers and he customized the GUI, graphical user interface, a dashboard, a console ని కస్టమైజ్ చేసి మనకి ఒక సర్వీస్ లాగా he is offering to us and he named that service as operations work. Okay, let us see the GUI part of this ops work. So here, welcome to operations work stack. AWS work ops work or operations work stacks. So here basically we build up a stack. Stack does nothing but blueprints. If you want to understand it very clearly, let me play this video for you. Just go through this.
When you're building an application, you want to get new features out to your users fast. But having to manage all the infrastructure that your application needs and respond to changing conditions like spikes in traffic can be error-prone and hard to repeat if you're configuring everything manually. Wouldn't it be nice if you could automate operational tasks like software configuration, server scaling, deployments, and database setup so that you...
So here he is talking about all server configuration, application installation, performing the deployments. As I said, you with code commit, code deploy.
focus on developing instead of doing all that heavy lifting? Introducing AWS OpsWorks. OpsWorks is an application management service that helps you deploy and operate applications of all shapes and sizes. OpsWorks provides an easy way to quickly configure, deploy, and update your applications. It even gives you tools to automate operations like automatic instance scaling and health monitoring.
So here he's suggesting us to perform these kind of actions with the help of OpsWorks so that we can manage the resources of AWS to what level. Even you can scale up the instances, you can perform the installations. అదే చెప్తున్నారు.
You have a lot of flexibility in defining your application's architecture and other things like package installations, software configuration, and the resources your application needs, such as storage, databases, or load balancers. With OpsWorks, you model your entire application as a stack, consisting of various layers. Layers are like blueprints that define how to set up and configure.
Have you listened that what he's saying? With OpsWorks, you build up the stacks. Under stacks, you'll have the layers. Layers are nothing like blueprints. So you'll have different kind of layers: application layer, web layer, database layer. అప్లికేషన్ లేయర్లో అన్ని అప్లికేషన్ సర్వర్స్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. మళ్ళీ దాంట్లో డిఫరెంట్ లేయర్స్ పెట్టుకోవచ్చు. పర్ఫార్మెన్స్ అప్లికేషన్ లేయర్, సెక్యూరిటీ అప్లికేషన్ లేయర్, a functional application layer. It's up to you how you divide your application layers and how whatever the instances you add on that application layer and whatever the name that you can give to that application layers.
OpsWorks includes prebuilt layers for common components including Ruby, PHP, Node.js, Java, Amazon RDS, HAProxy, MySQL, and Memcached, and also allows you to define your own layers for practically any technology and configure your layer however you want using Chef recipes. After you define all the layers you need to run your application stack, you just choose the operating system and the instance type to add. You can even scale the number of instances running by time of day or average CPU load. Once your stack is up and running, OpsWorks will pull the code from your repository and deploy it on your instances, and you'll have a stack up and running based on the layers you defined earlier. Using OpsWorks to automate, deploy, and manage your application saves you a lot of time. Without OpsWorks, if you needed to scale up the number of servers, you would need to manually configure everything, from web framework configurations, installation scripts, initialization tasks, or database setups for each new instance. With OpsWorks, you set up and configure whatever your application needs for each layer once, and let OpsWorks automatically configure all instances launched into that layer. OpsWorks lets you focus on building amazing applications and services for your users without having to spend a lot of time manually configuring instances, software, and databases. Automating your infrastructure gets your application to your users faster, helps you manage scale and complexity, and protects your applications from failure and downtime. And there's no additional charge for OpsWorks. You pay only for the AWS resources needed to store and run your applications. To get started automating your applications with AWS OpsWorks, visit our website and you can launch your first stack with a few clicks in the AWS Management Console.
Okay. Here, first we'll launch stacks and then we'll divide that stacks into different layers and we add different kind of instances to that stack. So how do you perform this operations? Karthik, you said it's through Chef, very good, and we are calling it as OpsWork when it comes to AWS terminology. So you're saying we have to write scripts. So how do we write scripts? So what are the prerequisites that are required to write the scripts? Guys, for this you need to have a knowledge on Ruby scripting. Because Chef on the background uses the Ruby language. So scripting రాని వాళ్ళ కోసం this guy has given us a wonderful platform. So normally what happens ఏంటి అంటే here we write the scripts and we call that scripts as cookbooks. C-O-O-K cook, B-O-O-K-S cookbooks. And there are other thing before we talk about cookbooks. Let us assume a scenario. మీరు ఇంట్లో వంట చేయాలి, right? To perform that, మీకు ఏం కావాలి? First you should have the knowledge to how to prepare and what to prepare. So first you have to have a knowledge on what to prepare. Let us assume that you want to prepare some tea. In order to prepare a tea, you should have to have some steps. పాలు వేయాలి, టీ పౌడర్ వేయాలి, okay? And that process we call it as, we have to define that process in order to prepare a tea. First we have to light up the stove and we have to keep the bowl on that stove and we have to pour milk, tea, sugar, even we define the process. First what action has to be triggered. If that triggered action is successful, then what action has to be triggered after that. Like that, you will define the process on cookbooks. For doing this, not only process ఉంటే సరిపోదండి, you need to have resources. స్టవ్ ఉండాలి. స్టవ్ లేకుండా చేయగలుగుతామా? బౌల్ ఉండాలి, ఆ పాలు ఉండాలి, ఆ చక్కెర, a tea powder. We call all these kind of things as resources. So in order to make a tea, first you should have the resources, and with the help of that resources, listen the word carefully, with the help of that resources, you'll write cookbook how to prepare the tea. Similarly here also, you'll have the recipes and you'll write cookbooks with the help of the recipes for installing web server, for installing database server, for creating environments. Recipes ఏంటి అంటే ఇక్కడ instance is recipe, Apache server package or software is recipe. అది ఎలా ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయాలి అనేది చెప్పేది కుక్ బుక్. ఆర్ యు గెటింగ్ మీ? సో we all everything will define everything in cookbook for creating a stack. So in detail we see about this on tomorrow class. I wanted guys for definitely for sure I wanted you to go through this chef. మీరు యూట్యూబ్లో వీడియోస్ చూస్తారో డాక్యుమెంటేషన్స్ చదువుతారో ఐ డోంట్ నో, బట్ ప్లీజ్ go through this webinar sessions of chef, CHEF, and try to understand the flow of chef. Okay, tomorrow I'll explain you the flow of chef and everything on tomorrow class, and tomorrow we'll launch one new stack. We'll add the instances to the stack and we see the deployment process. And tomorrow you'll have the class. Okay, Saturday na rep class undi, that is the final class. We'll complete this topic. Okay guys, that's it for today. Any doubts on this topic what we have discussed for today?
No sir, but రేపు మార్నింగ్ కూడా 9 o'clock కదా?
Yes, same 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, Madhu, I uploaded all the videos. One second, let me share it with you. I have to name them. Videos upload చేశాను. I'll share you now, no problem. ఇప్పుడే పంపిస్తాను. I'll share you all the videos. The thing is that ఒక వీడియో అప్లోడ్ చేయడానికి it takes a lot of time. Yeah, it takes nearly 40 minutes.
రైట్ అండి. ఇది కార్తీక్, మీరు ఒక సెషన్ అదే మనకి బిల్డింగ్ దగ్గర కన్స్టెంట్ వచ్చేసి మీరు అది ప్రీవియస్ క్లాస్ చేసామని చెప్పి అన్నారు కదా, కొద్దిగా అది కూడా పుష్ చేయగలుగుతారా?
What is the topic of that session?
అది నాకు అది నాకు తెలిసి సెషన్ గుర్తులేదండి, కానీ అది యా.
What is that?
Route 53.
Route 53. Okay, I'll share you that also. I'll note it down. Okay, పంపిస్తాను. Okay guys, that's it. Bye, have a nice day. Bye guys.
Thanks Karthik. Bye.